What's up? We're Ron&Don.
Howdy.
And we just listened to Jeff Rosenstock's new album, Post. Evan, when did you start listening to Jeff Rosenstock?
Brandon, I started listening to Jeff Rosenstock about a day ago.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because I told you to.
So what?
Alright, well,
Sue me.
I've been listening to Jeff Rosenstock for about a year. He made an album last year called Worry, and it was really good. Jeff Rosenstock is a punk outfit, modern punk outfit, and he's really good. He's pretty consistent with his records. He's got 4 under his belt now. You've got I Look Like Shit, you've got We Cool, and Worry, and now Post. Alright, so you also listened to Worry yesterday. What did you think about Worry, if you can remember?
I liked it a lot. I only listened to it a couple of times.
Yeah.
I didn't delve too deep into it, but it's very punk. You know.
Yeah, so the cool thing about Worry, for me, is my favorite thing, is that it starts off with a bunch of songs that are like, 3 or 4 minutes, and then it just gets into this whole like punk thing with like 30-second songs, a minute 30-second songs, and they all flow together, and it sounds like this awesome, ginormous thing, and it's really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah. And so, then in January, he puts out a new record, Post.
And let's talk about that. We're going to go track by track here. That's how we're going to do these reviews.
We're going to skip the first one because it's, 6 seconds long?
Yeah, So USA, what'd you think, Evan?
USA started out with a punch. You know, you talk about punk, it starts off basically like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very upbeat and very in your face. It's kind of like you're going on a drive. You're just going along. There's kind of ups and downs in it. I really like how in the middle of the song kind of gets really quiet at a point, and it kind of just builds and builds throughout the song, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, that's one of the coolest things about USA, because it has all these different musical transitions, and it's just a giant song that flows together. It's got big booming choruses and musical shifts that work really well with the song. I love the tired and bored part.
Yep, you definitely get that kind of chanting, "We're tired and bored," which I think seeing him in concert, that'd be a really fun experience, just to get the whole crowd to do that.
Yeah, just a banging instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Your Throat. What'd you think about this one?
I liked it a lot. It's very much one of his punkier songs on this album.
Yes.
Very quick, very fast-paced.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds very raw.
Yeah, classic Rosenstock. The song is really great. I love the breakdown. That's probably my favorite part of it. I don't know, just really good song. No flaws about it. It's not bad. It's really good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Anyone who likes Jeff Rosenstock would like this album, or in song. So, All This Useless Energy, 4th track.
Going through the album the first time, this song really stood out to me when I was going in order. I don't know, I really like the melodic feel to it. I like the melody to it. This song was one of my favorites when I first listened to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. I love the main melody of the song. It's just really good. Nothing bad about this song either.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Powerlessness.
Well, I'll tell you what. Again, yet another very fast-paced song, very punk feeling. Quick-paced,
Yeah, pretty similar with Your Throat.
Exactly.
Banging, driving instrumental.
Driving guitars, definitely.
Driving guitars. You got a yelling Rosenstock at the mic, Another good song that would work live.
Yeah.
Now moving on to like one of the more prominent songs on the album, TV Stars.
TV Stars is really good.
Yes.
I love that this song starts off so different than all of the other songs.
Mm-hmm. It does. It starts off pretty quiet, and then it just gets into this giant like crashing cymbal thing.
The whole band kicks in.
Yeah, the instrumental's really good for this one. The message is really good too. It's got a really good chorus,
His
really good
vocals
lyrics.
Are very good for this one too.
Yeah, totally. A really prominent song on this album, I'd say. Melba.
Melba, of all of the punk, like super punk sounding songs on this album, this one was probably my favorite of them. because I really love the chanting chorus, and it's very melody driven, and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And it'd be fun to see live, I feel like.
Yeah. See, this is where I disagree with you. I think of all the punk driven songs, probably Your Throat is my favorite. Just because of that breakdown. It's like just probably on that one.
Yeah.
But Melba is a great song. You know, I agree with you. The chanting part's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It has a good chorus. Too.
Yeah, a good chorus. But this is where, for me, it kind of takes a dip. It's also right after TV Stars.
Yeah.
So it's kind
hard
of
to
put in
follow
a weird
up with
place. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, the cool thing about this song is,
It
like
leads
Word,
straight into beating my head against the wall.
yes, leads straight into it. All right. I think we both agree this is.
I mean, it's a very short song.
Yeah, it is.
It's not really stand out.
Thing is, I think if this album had more songs like this, it wouldn't feel as secluded
Yeah.
or excluded. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because it's so short, and the rest of the songs on this album are pretty long. But I do like how he kept the whole like one song transitioning into the other, just like he did on Worry, because that worked really well on that album.
Mm-hmm.
But if there were just a little more, maybe it would feel a little better.
Yeah.
Okay, now moving on to probably my favorite song on the album. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. It's a very, very good song. It's a great slow-paced song.
Yes.
My favorite part of the song, though, is the clean guitar solo, because you don't hear that at all, and like in this album,
Yeah.
until
Not even a lot of solos.
exactly, and then he just comes in with that. And I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, it's a really good ballad. My favorite thing about it is probably the synth that's just floating along in the background. I also really love the harmonies that go on. The bass line's really good too. Just some really good Rosenstock lyrics again. It's just so different from the rest of the tracks that it really stands out, like TV Stars.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is... Yeah, I really love this song. Kicks ass. Alright, now...
On to my personal favorite song on this album. They end it with Let Them Win. I just love how much emotion is in his singing, and the lyrics are very powerful in this song.
Yeah.
And I love how kind of up and down it is. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. It's a really good track. What sticks out is the performances. Like you said, his voice on this song is really prominent and really good. It's a slow burner too, and we were talking earlier about this, and I like what you said. It opened my eyes to that
'Cause, like,
to the ending part.
It's an 11-minute song, but is it really? Because like the song itself is like probably what, 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you have another 6 or so minutes of just kind of the synth in the background. And to me, what stood out was like, I like how he did that, because I think it's like, okay, the album's over, but there's still kind of this overlaying background, and it's kind of like, okay, let me think about what he was talking about. Because this album's very political, and I feel like it's kind of like showing his point of views on things. So the synth here, you can like just think about what he's talking about through each track, and like just kind of reflect on what he was saying, which I thought was a good touch.
Yeah, I used to not like that part, but now that I'm looking at it through there, I think that's a really good choice that he did.
Because you're like, why would there be 6 minutes of just...
Yeah,
kinda just
but like when I first heard this and that was going on, I was like thinking about the album.
Yeah, exactly.
So and the song. So yeah, let's just get out of the way what we disliked about the album. What did you dislike?
Well, for me personally, I'm not a huge like punk rock type fan, but like listening to this album, like I just got into Jeff Rosenstock, just listened to this album, and like even though I'm not a huge punk fan, I still enjoy this album a lot, because this album, at least, I haven't really listened to his other stuff a lot. This album kind of delves into different genres, and you get different types of feels with each song. Which is really cool.
Yeah, I think it'll have that effect on people who don't really listen to punk. Now, not like hardcore punk, back in the 80s, but
Yeah.
but people who are new to modern punk and the genre, I think this is a really good album to start with.
Mhm.
So that's my dislikes, I'd say, because Worry was 17 songs, but it did have a lot of 1 minute and a half long songs that all flowed together. I really liked that, and I wish he would do it again. And he touched on it with Beating My Head Against the Wall, but it was never brought up again.
Yeah, he's just
it was
kinda
just
thrown
that
it in
one.
there.
Yeah, so it just feels a little thrown in and forgettable, and I'll probably not, out of the context of the album, listen to that song just to listen to it. And but yeah, other than that, those are just really tiny details that I didn't like. But
overall, it's a fantastic album.
Yeah. What do you like about it?
I love that every song kind of starts different and it all has a different feel to it. I don't know. A lot of the songs just have a lot of depth to it. His singing is very emotion-filled and it's really good.
Yeah, you'll get that a lot on Jeff Rosenstock albums. Just super driven instrumentals, driven lyrics and performances. But again, I love the sound on this album. Every song is super catchy. There's not a song that I could really forget the melody to. And I love USA. I love 9 out of 10. I love TV Stars. I think this has like some of his best songs on here.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's better than Worry, but it is really good. And if he wants to go in the direction that 9 out of 10 goes in and just kind of make more songs with that, I'd be totally okay with that because that song is amazing and the lyrics are great.
He does a lot of good things with this album.
Yeah, it fits super well in his discography. And it keeps me asking for more, which is what I want from every band. So
if you're just getting into Jeff Rosenstock and want to listen to this new album, if you haven't listened to him at all, a song I would probably start you off with would probably be TV Stars or Let Them Win.
Yeah.
For me.
For me, it'd probably be TV Stars and USA. And if you want to listen to Worry, To Be a Ghost is a really good song that I would check out too from Worry. So I'd give this album a B+ to an A- on certain days.
I'd give it a B+. That's probably the grade
Yeah.
that I'd give it.
Totally. All right. Well, check us out some other time because
we're not going anywhere.